Okay, it's Saturday, February 23rd. I'll give you a little bit more of an update here. I've got this north wall shelf done. This stretches 9 feet 7 inches from here down to the corner. And this here is probably about 3 3/4 inches wide and goes up, gets wider. This here section will have a drop down bridge, more or less, going from here over to this side. So it'll drop down and fold under this area once I get it built. It's in here. And then this, I've got some of the foam laid on the main line here. It goes around. I've used shelf brackets underneath here. And shims. I originally set these what I thought was going to be the elevations that I needed. Well, that didn't work out so well, so I reset them again for a 1/2 inch offset, which is a deeper offset, and then I shimmed up off of that also. So you see these, that's about a 1/2 inch board there, and same down here, but then my other shims are underneath there. I also, when I reset them, I set them at a little bit of an angle, cantered towards the track going down that way, and this one kind of canters to the track going down from the main line this way, and then built up on them from that. This back part here is a level dead end track that'll go down to the end there, and this will eventually be the main line that goes around, loops around the door, and then back up against the wall, and will come out right up underneath, right in that corner area right there. And like I said, loop around the door so the door can still open, but you can either do a duck under here, or like I said, I'll have a drop down bridge that'll swing underneath this section. And then this section here goes up into the yard for the cement plant. And I think I'll also put in a switch or two towards the back here, going up to some sort of a industry or building, rail serve industry or something up in there. And then of course the yard will curve back around for the cement plant and go back up into that corner up there, into the southeast corner. I've used shelf brackets all the way along here, and this is all cut out. I used a 4.5 inch grinder to get rid of to cut off some of these shelf brackets. They were too long, of course, and I also grind this down and this down a little bit here. It had a bit of a, probably about 2 millimeter difference, just a bit, after I get everything glued. Gorilla Glue, brad nails, and a couple of drywall screws. Lots of Gorilla Glue. Holds down really good. It's solid. I don't know if I'd get up there and dance a jig or not, but it's solid. It's not going anywhere. You can yank and pull on this all you want, so there's not going to be any sagging. Up in here, I had to get creative with to get this top deck to level out. This section here actually will be like the main line coming up around the doorway. This is about a quarter of an inch every foot or so going up here. Maybe just a slightly less than that. This here is probably just the 1/8 of an inch, maybe 3/16 of an inch fall going along here. It's 4 foot from this point back up to where this switch will be There'll be a switch right here that'll go down on that. And then also there'll be, actually coming out of here to start with, there'll be, your line will come here, then there'll be a switch to go down the main line or to go up to the yard area. And up here there'll be a switch to go back, and then several switches, or one or two going up that way. Altogether, I think I'll have 5 lines to service the cement plant. Down here on the main line, it gets level about right here or so. And right up in here I'll put the switch for it, and that'll be probably a 7 to 7.5 foot switch by the time it gets, siding switch for the main line, by the time it gets back up here to this one. Plenty. The yard will have 7.5 to 8 foot long lines, maybe just slightly. I might reduce those down. I might move these switches up just slightly, another 6 inches to a foot or something, maybe, just to reduce some of that down. I can put a couple more cement plant items in there or something. Like I said, along this back wall area I'll probably build a road, and then right against the curtain area I'll have some drop-in backdrop stuff. You'll see how I build that in the coming months. Underneath also, there's more shelf brackets. This one was so heavy I had to put some extra supports. It turned out pretty good though underneath here. And everything, like I said, really glued together, and I used brad nails. I used 5/8 and 1 inch and 1.5 inch maybe, and 2 inch brad nails to secure everything. Like I said, heavy on the Gorilla Glue. That stuff's killer stuff. Like I said, it gets on your fingertips again, but it just takes a couple days in it. Comes right off, whatever. It won't kill you. And backdrop. I initially had this planned for about 1 3/4 inches lower. So when I did the backdrop, that's what I did it for. But I raised everything as I started building it, which I kind of thought I'd probably kind of do anyway. But you know, you get as-built and you stretch the limits that you can for this railroading, so you can get maximum amount of elevation and make everything look really nice. Have separate levels so everything's distinguished, and this here I've set up some 12-car train, kind of pull around with this Atlas DC. It's a nice little running motor. And this one's lifelike. It's kind of junky. It's hesitant. And this is another lifelike. It's slow. But it's probably because I haven't been using it in a while. This one here, I've ran it. It's smooth and runs real good. It's DC. Like I said, eventually this will be a DCC system. That one will probably get converted. These will probably be just yard dogs sitting in the yard. Who knows? I've trimmed down some of the 1/4 inch foam. Once you get some track ballast and scenery around that, that's going to look really nice. After I got the track laid, I came back with a razor knife and trimmed it down right to the, so it looks nice on the road bed. Back there, I'm not going to worry about all that. Switch back there. I've set up a pull wire system. Just temporary, comes up here and just kind of, and it notched in there just to hold it, and just rigged up. Mess over here, but like I've seen other comments that about people, it's, if it ain't messy, you're not building it. So I just left a mess for you guys to see here. I really wanted to concentrate on this north wall and the accomplishment of that. Looks really nice. The lights, like I said, there'll be a fan over in that corner. And then eventually I'll put a 45 piece of drywall in there to kind of hide the wires, of course, but also to blend that corner in. Once I figure out what kind of industry I put up in there, then that's what I'll do. But, well, that's it for now. Enjoy.